Welcome back, everybody, and happy 2024 to everybody there at Red Digital and ReelTime. We are back with an exciting show for you here today. We're going to be talking about Kaitlyn Devers as Abby in Last of Us 2. We're going to bring up the Critics' Choice Awards, as well as some Golden Globes and some Emmys. And then lastly, we're going to talk about Kang and Jonathan Majors. What should Marvel do? Let's get into it. Welcome back, everybody, to ReelTime RoundTable. Happy 2024 again, I say. I am your host, Josh Williams.
And I'm Noah.
Thank you so much for joining us here today. I'm excited for the show. I'm happy 2024 to you guys. Did you guys have a good break? I didn't really ask you guys that.
I had a great break. I didn't do a lot, just rested.
Just rested?
It was cold. It was very cold.
It was extremely cold. I went up to Des Moines, and it's a lot colder up there than it is down here.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, during Christmas, it was freezing. But let's get into the show, guys. I'm excited to talk with you guys about these things. So let's start off right off the top, all right? So according to Variety, Kaitlyn Dever, who she's been in a lot of stuff, a lot of different shows that you've seen her in, she's going to be playing Abby in The Last of Us Season 2 from the second game. Now, you've never played the games or anything like that, right? But you have... Go ahead.
I have not played the games. I have seen the first episode. I did watch it, and I get the hype. I understand. I'm on board. I'm going to binge it tonight. But
okay.
I know the story, mostly.
Right.
But I do not play the game.
Okay, and you said you've played the game and you've seen everything like that. Okay, perfect. So Abby is a very controversial character. I mean, me and you both know this. She does some pretty controversial stuff in the game.
I don't like her.
Not a lot of people do, and that's why it's very. A lot of fans are saying she needs to be careful because a lot of fans can be very passionate about this, as far as the things she's done in the game that she'll probably have to do in the movie. Yeah. But how are you guys feeling about Kaitlyn Dever? Because she's been like I said, she was in Booksmart. She was in this new Alien movie that came out on Hulu. She has been in Dope. A lot of different TV shows. Like, how are you guys feeling about it? What about you, Noah?
Not that I know Kaitlyn Dever too much, but just thinking about the role that is going to need to be filled of Abby, I think she could fit. Like, I couldn't tell you who would have been the best fit, but I could tell you who wouldn't have fit. And this is one of the ones where I'd be like, okay, that gets a little thumbs up for me.
Yeah. What about you?
I know her. I've seen her in a bunch of stuff.
Same.
I don't know Abby, the character, very well, but I know that Kaitlyn does have range.
Oh, yeah.
She's had good. We've seen her in Last Man Standing, which is a comedy, when she was kind of a kid, and I just watched her in No One Will Save You. And she had like 5 lines in the whole movie.
It was all visual.
It was all
like
visuals
acting.
of her face. It was good. So she clearly has range, and I think to play a character people don't like, I think she could do it pretty well. I think it'll be good.
Like we always do, we got hot takes from our floor directors. Icarus says top tier casting. She looks a lot like Abby. She does look a lot like Abby.
She does look like Abby.
The one thing, the face definitely. The one thing I will say, I think we can all agree on. Oh, you haven't seen it, but Abby in the game, she's like buff.
She's tough.
She's buff, and
she's
like
tough.
so Abby so Kaitlyn's gonna probably have to put on some muscle. A little bit, just to
she
like
could do it.
At least get, or that, or like put some layers on where she has like some presence to her.
She's got to bulk her arms up a little bit.
Yeah, arms, and she's like Abby
shoulders.
and like has like traps, like they were ridiculous. But I'm excited because, like you said, No One Will Save You. She is great in that.
She is good.
All physical acting. She has such good range. Booksmart, she was hilarious in. I don't know if you guys have seen that film. If not, check it out, guys. It's a great coming of age film. But
do you know if she's done any serious roles? I've only seen her, aside from the movie, in comedies.
Yeah, so she's in 2 different TV shows. You guys should definitely check out for her for range if you want to get in the mood of what she can do dramatic-wise. Dope Sick is a Hulu TV show about the opioid epidemic. Oh, and then she was also in another one, I think it's called like Unforgivable, or I'll have to look it up. Something like Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Where she plays a sexual abuse victim. So those 2 really show her range a lot. Right. And so I think it's going to be a great role for her personally. Like I said, for me, she just has to probably have to put on some muscle, definitely, just to at least play the part that Abby plays in the show. So, well, what do you guys think about this news? Leave your comments in the section below. Do you think Kaitlyn Dever is a great choice, or who would you rather replace her as? Leave the comments in the section below and let us know your thoughts. Now, let's move on to our next topic for today. Critics' Choice just got finished last Sunday, right? At the time of this taping, and then we've also had the Emmys and the Golden Globes. For you both, as far as the Critics' Choice, or you can even bring up Golden Globes if you'd like, but what stood out to you, like, we'll start with you, Jordan. Like, what to you stood out as far as, like, any surprises or snubs or anything like that you can kind of think of that really stuck out to you for the show?
I think nothing award-wise really stuck out. There were awards I agreed with. There were shows that I wasn't following, so I didn't know if they deserved to win. But I feel like for the Golden Globes specifically, a lot of the stuff people were complaining about was just the writing of
the show.
And the delivery. And I know Joe Coy has gotten a lot of heat based on some things. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened between if it was his writing or the writer's writing, but that's the only thing that really sticks out to me is that a lot of people are apparently complaining about.
Yeah, the opening monologue is typically the hosts, they do their own opening monologue. Right. And I love Joe Coy. Like, if you've seen any of his stand-ups, they're hilarious.
He's funny.
Yeah.
He's really funny.
Ken, you should not have...
That's true. A lot of people are angry that I'm Just Ken.
Yeah, didn't win for song. Yeah, that's true. But I watched his opening monologue. It was not his best work. I will give him that. But a lot of people are upset because of the Taylor Swift joke, but I was like...
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know he made the joke about Barbie that people are like, dude,
you know. But other than that, I mean, some of the big ones that stood out to me was definitely, as far as the Critics' Choice. Oh, see? Leilani's right there with me. I love me some Joe Coy. I love me some Joe Coy. Oppenheimer seemed for Critics' Choice and Golden Globes won Best Picture. And then I also
took over.
Yeah, Oppenheimer took over. And a lot of people don't love it. I'm on the other side where I love Oppenheimer.
It's a long movie.
It is a very long movie. For me, it was worth it. But as far as for you, Noah, did anything stand out to you as far as Critics' Choice or Golden Globes or anything like that?
Looking at the winners to see who actually walked away with some of the awards, some that had kind of caught my attention. Because I've always heard of it and never saw it, was The Bear, a TV show called The Bear.
Yeah, at the Emmys.
It won a lot of awards, at the Emmys and some other stuff. And I was like, if there's anything I'm walking away, like, I got to go check out, it's definitely The Bear.
Yeah.
And then Oppenheimer won a bunch of stuff too, but I saw that coming. I knew that.
One of them I was really happy about is Robert Downey Jr. finally winning something for his role in Oppenheimer.
Supporting actor.
And right now, if I remember correctly, right now he is the lead for the Oscars as far as winning it. Like, he's in the lead as far as predictions go.
So.
But other than that, I mean, some of them I kind of expected as far as acting ensemble. Director is good to Christopher Nolan won. A lot of people were kind of hoping for Greta Gerwig maybe for Barbie, but other than that, a lot of them just kind of seemed what everyone was predicting. I was just surprised for me personally that Oppenheimer took away with so many.
Yeah.
So moving forward here, looking at the Oscars, is there anything that you're wanting to see nominated for sure at the Oscars? Like either of you, if you're on the top of your head?
I don't know. I feel like we kind of in a little bit, not of a drought of really good movies, but I don't know. I haven't seen too many blockbuster movies that I feel like. Oh,
Nimona for Best Animated Feature. I'll give you that.
That definitely stands out.
Check out Cinema Sit Down.
Yep, check out Cinema Sit Down. We did a review on that one.
We talked about it.
I will say the one thing I am pleading for the Oscars to do is Godzilla -1.
Okay, yep.
Needs to be nominated for the bare minimum for Best Foreign Film. And visual effects, obviously, but Best Foreign Film, if not Best Picture as well. That's my number one so far of 2023. I thought it was the best film last year. I just can't get over that film. And it sucks because we were hoping to do it for Cinema Sit Down for this year, but Nolan couldn't get it. So episode. Sadly, we're not going to be able to get it. But, well, I think that'll do it for this segment, guys. What did you think of the Critics' Choice Awards or the Golden Globes or even the Emmys? Are there any surprises for you or snubs? Leave the comments in the section below and let us know your thoughts. What is it?
Five Nights at Freddy's at the Oscars?
I don't know about that.
Yes.
Hopefully not.
Best Picture. Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, gosh.
Best Picture.
That was a good movie, but I don't know if I would give it to that.
Oscar worthy. Okay, fine.
Oscar worthy?
I'll take the L. I'll take the L. I got it.
Oh, at least she they're giving you some
Icarus. Thank you, Icarus. Thank you, Icarus.
So for the last segment, I kind of wanted to really dive deep into this one and spend most of the time for this segment. So, as many of you guys know, Jonathan Majors has, after he got officially convicted of assault and harassment of his ex-girlfriend, the same day Disney came out and fired Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror. Kang the Conqueror was supposed to be the big overarching, he was like the new Thanos of the multiverse saga. So he was supposed to play a very big key role. Yeah, he's up here. You can see him up here. But now that he's fired, there's been tons of rumors going around. Nothing has been officially released by Marvel Studios, but there's been tons of rumors going around that they're going to recast him. And then there's other rumors going around that they're going to scrap the Kang the Conqueror character altogether and just bring in a new villain for the multiverse saga. What I want to discuss with you guys is, out of those two, what is the best course of action? Like, Noah, me and you are pretty big in this, and you know some about the MCU as well. But like, what do you guys think though? And I would like to hear from my floor directors if they know anything about it too, if they have any kind of opinion on it. But Noah, like, what do you think?
Shoot, they got two options. You either gonna do the Ezra Miller Flash kind of route, where we already heard a bunch of stuff about Ezra Miller, but they decided to stick with him anyways, or they gonna go with the scrap Kang like it never happened.
Yeah, well, they either recast him completely, find a new actor to play Kang,
or they just
or
stick
should
it
they
out.
just completely?
Oh, you think they should recast or
scrap the
Kang?
character?
Okay, scrap the character. Okay, so Jonathan Majors, we can say that he's probably not coming back. They're probably not gonna pull an Ezra Miller. In terms of if they should scrap Kang, I think that's gonna hurt the movies a little bit, because then it's like, dang, all this Ant-Man stuff that was like building up towards Kang and the Loki stuff that was building up towards Kang, now it's like, was that for nothing? If we just swap him out with a new villain. At the same time though, if we just recast Kang, then it's weird. It's still weird to have just a new actor just plopped right in there. So I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do.
It's a very tricky situation. I mean, before I give my thoughts on it, like, what do you think?
I don't know. So they've already shown him in the MCU. We've already seen him play that character.
Loki
I forgot
and
because he was in Loki.
Loki season 2. He was with Ant-Man and the
Right.
Wasp. Like he's
tough now.
been in a lot of it so far.
Yeah, he's already been established a little bit. That's why I feel like swapping him out is possible.
And if you just drop the character, well, now all that storyline that you've built up to, where do you go from there? But then if you replace the character, everyone knows he's been replaced. Which I guess.
Yeah, if you replace the actor,
If you replace the actor,
no one's just gonna overlook that. I feel like.
And but everyone's gonna know what happened. So I feel like as an audience, you might be able to overlook it, but you're still gonna be like, well, it's not the same guy.
I feel like they should explain it in the movie. Like it's a multiverse
that's
version
true.
of him, and so he looks different. As like a different
and that
actor.
was my thought process, because I mean they did have an end credit scene where they showed all the Kangs like at a stadium, and they all looked like Jonathan Majors, but they could easily, like someone who's like the Prime Kang or whatever you want to call it, he could be someone else possibly. But it is a multiverse, like you said, and I personally.
That's really the scapegoat.
Yeah, I personally feel like they should not scrap the character. I think they really need to stick with the character, just recast the actor. What would you think?
If they scrap the character, is there any other villain you think could come in and be the new big bad?
So let me get nerdy here. In the comics, like Kang was like he was perceived as the big bad in the comics, but actually originally Doom came in, Dr. Doom came in and killed him. And then took over and started Secret Wars. Like he was the one who killed Kang and took over and like started Secret Wars. That could be the route if they wanted to go more faithful to the comics. It's just personally, I mean, that would be interesting. But I don't know. I feel like if you're an established Doctor Doom, you should do it in Fantastic Four, not like right away somewhere else. I mean, I don't know. If you did, you could.
Not straight to Avengers.
Yeah, exactly.
Fantastic Four first.
Exactly. And if they did, there are some rumors that if they did do it, like Galactus could be the big bad. But I feel like he should have his own. Like I said, if you're gonna start something new, he should be his own saga, or maybe even because he's too big of a character to just not.
He kind of step up the ladder a little bit.
Yeah, he's a planet eater, literally.
Yeah, literally, you'd be kind of just taking it up a notch.
Yeah, and so I just feel like they should recast the character. Personally, stick with what you're doing, because I feel like. This new phase 4, whatever you want to call it, I think we can all agree wasn't the best. It was not the best.
That's fair.
It was kind of a snooze fest, but I think Kevin Feige took that to heart, and there's already been reports that they're restructuring everything as far as the TV shows, as far as the movies.
It's the TV shows, man.
What? So you didn't like the TV shows, like some of them or all of them?
Too many of them fumbled. Like She-Hulk, I think fumbled.
Yeah.
The one with Samuel L. Jackson was at Secret Wars.
Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion fumbled, my opinion. Just move on, Marvel. Just move on to something different. At this point, just take it. Said just move on, Marvel.
Just move on, Marvel.
Might as well take a Fantastic Four route at this point.
Well, Fantastic Four is coming. They are coming. They've already been teased about it, and the X-Men have been being teased about it.
Okay,
did you watch anything from Phase 4? Or did you stop after Endgame?
I watched the first 4 shows that came out. So WandaVision, Loki, Hawkeye, and then Falcon and Winter Soldier. And then after that, I watched a little bit of She-Hulk, but it kind of fumbled, so I stopped.
Yeah.
And after that is kind of when I
just
stopped.
Miss Marvel
I just kind of
was
stopped
okay.
for a little bit.
I liked Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel was okay.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of that one.
That one was alright.
It was good.
And we kind of talked about it like last time. I'm such a mark for. I've been a fan since Iron Man was in theaters. Like I saw it in theaters, so I've been a fan ever since. And so some of it does feel like homework, but I still end up watching it anyways, just so I can keep up with everything. Some of them I get excited about, but then I was like, oh, I'll watch it just so I know I watched it. Like Echo just came out.
Okay, yep.
And so that kind of teases Kingpin and what's going to go on with the more street level characters with Spider-Man and Daredevil.
And what Kingpin finna come? Never mind.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it.
But back to Kang. Even though Phase 4 has been kind of a snooze fest, what they're building towards Secret Wars and all that good stuff. Give me more. Oh yeah, give definitely more Spider-Man. I mean, he's already been announced for another movie, and I think Daredevil is going to be in his film as well. And Daredevil's getting his own show, so he's going to be more of a street level. Spider-Man's becoming a more street level character.
They keep sneaking Daredevil into everything. They snuck him
Because
into
he's
Echo
awesome.
too. Yeah.
It's because he's awesome.
He's popping up everywhere.
Because I feel like the payoff, if you stick with Kang, if you stick with him throughout the whole, what they're trying to plan will end up paying off at the end. It's just they need to stick with it in order to not just fumble back to what could be considered to be safe. Yeah, he's going to be recasted, but at the end of the day, there's been recast before. I mean, when Edward Norton became, when Bruce Banner was Edward Norton and then became Mark Ruffalo, no one batted an eye. And it worked out just fine. I think even though this is a big character, it can still work its way off in the end. So. But all right, folks, I think we cut it off pretty short. We actually just a quick little episode. That'll do us for today. Thank you so much for watching. Actually, we actually wanted to wrap up soon, too, because our director, Natalie, she had to take off. So we had to...
Love you, Natalie.
Yeah, love you, Natalie. She's awesome. But thank you so much for joining us here today, guys. What did you think of Jonathan Majors being fired as Kang? And also, what should they do? Should they replace him? Bring in a new actor, or should they just scrap the character altogether? Leave your comments in the section below and let us know your thoughts. Also, if you like what you watched, hit that like button. It's somewhere over there. And subscribe to the channel so you can see more of our content here on Red Digital and on my channel, Real Time. We have Friendly Fire coming up this semester for you guys. We also have Cinema Sit Down and the D&D show with Nolan. Sad Nolan couldn't be here today, but it's definitely a great show. We should check out all of our stuff we have here on Red Digital Studios. That's all we have for you today. Again, I'm Josh Williams.
I'm Jordan.
And I'm Noah.
And thank you for keeping it real with Real Time.